Hello, my name is Megan. I have the 1985 Fleetwood Southwind for sale. I'm going to show you a video. Let me flip this around. Well, okay, I'm going to give you a full tour here. You have to keep in mind that this is a 1985, so there's definitely wear. The exterior has a few things, and I'll just go through all of it with you. You know, like in my mind, they're minor. It didn't stop me from buying it. Like there's some panel that's supposed to go here around the tire that is missing. There's little corners like this that just need to be tightened up and re-screwed. This just needs a new light bulb casing, or light bulb and the casing around there. Sorry. A little bit of rust, that's to be expected. I did replace a couple. I put a couple new red ones on, but didn't get all of them yet. There's a couple more. The tail lights, reverse lights, I put all new bulbs in those, so those are all working now. They were not coming around. This tire that is in here is an older tire, but it's not dead. But I didn't put a brand new one in there. And then coming in on this side, it's just got normal wear and tear, you know, like missing a little side panel right there, but it still closes up and latches. So all in all, for the age, I felt like the exterior was appropriately worn, just a scratch, but this is metal, so no big deal. These are leveling jacks. There's also two more in the back if you need that. I'm going to open this up so you can see the inside. Not gonna lie, it needs basic maintenance. I did add all the fluids and added the additives, like the things that are supposed to be like the cleaners and whatnot, things to make it live longer. The batteries are not new batteries, but they crank up just fine. Everything has been working. I'm sure that it would probably benefit from an oil change or something like that. The headlights weren't working when I got it, so these 4 headlights are all brand new. They turn on now. Also, one of the blinkers wasn't working when I got it. Also, again, all the driving lights are now working. These guys come on too. All right. Actually, I'll just show you these while we're out here. A few little, this is your hot water heater. Now I haven't turned it on because you have to light a pilot light, which in order to light a pilot light, you have to get the generator cranking. I believe I said it in my ad, the generator's in there. I believe I said it in my ad that the generator needs a tune-up, so I haven't used that. That's straight up, but this would be your hot water heater. Get that back locked up here. Sorry, doing this with one hand. Get in there. It doesn't want to because I need 2 hands. Anyways, that pulls out and twists and then it's locked. Here's a couple of outlets here. Those work just fine. We've got a bunch of little cubbies all around with good storage. This is all the things that came in the RV when I got it. You know, different leveling stuff, a couple different tools, whatnot. Lock that back up. Let's see, did I open this one? No. This one, the door needs to be fixed, more storage. There's an outlet. This is actually the back of the refrigerator, I think so. The refrigerator is basically brand new. It works great. The generator is in here. I need to grab the keys. A lot of them have locks. Hold on. Okay, unlock this. There's your gas tank. You've that bad boy up. Oh, squeeze around here. I'll show you the roof real quick. I did put a new coat of weather sealer on there. So I haven't, it wasn't leaking from what I could tell when I got it, but it wasn't rainy season yet. So I did put a new layer of the sealant stuff on for good measure, rolled it all over the whole top. I haven't noticed any leaking. So I'd say that's a win. Okay, hold on, back down. Okay, coming around to this side. This is where your hose hooks up. I do not have a spigot in the front of my house that can reach this, so I know that it works. The guy who I bought it from hooked it up for me, and it did connect water, and I'll show you inside, but I can't run water for you. But I know that the hose connection definitely works. This little cubby, oh, maybe that's the wrong key. There's multiples on here. Sheesh. Yeah, okay. That's the one. Empty. I emptied out. There was a lot of trash. But the cool thing about these cubbies all have these little latches. So if you need to put stuff in there, it latches open, which is nice. I like it. There's your vent. Let's see down here. This is where your electrical connection can go. So I have done this, hooked it up with a extension cord, which makes everything run beautifully. All the lights, the fridge, the water pump, even though I haven't hooked up a hose to it at my house, you can still hear it going. So this will do everything if you're not running the generator yet, which I haven't done. In here these are the hoses for emptying out the toilet. It looks like there's another jack in there, but I haven't used the toilet in a way that I need to empty it, so it's empty. This would be, oh gosh, this is your, well, obviously we should mark some keys here. Okay, water also. You know, there's different water tanks, the potable water and the water for the toilet and the water that you actually drink. So that's just a different, entrance. Okay. Here, this is where you empty water. So that pulls out. There's some things inside the RV that connect onto this. I'm not sure if you've used an RV before, but there's different ways to drain your dirty water and your sewage. That one latches. Okay, this is another storage. Oh, nope, sorry. Propane tank. I have not filled it up because I haven't used the generator, but it looks pretty good to me. Obviously, it's worn, but it's a tank. It's still good. This one is storage. More storage. Here's a fuel system cleaner that I put in there. There was no engine oil leak, but yeah, it's there just for good measure. But I haven't noticed any leaks at all. I've had no spots on the driveway, which is great. Okay, this door might be locked from the inside. I can't remember. Nope. Excellent. Okay, so there's no panel on the thing, but it locks just fine. I lubed up the whole thing when I first got it. I couldn't open it from the outside. Now you can. So I'm gonna hop on. Actually, I'm gonna go around, but here's the driving entrance. I was super happy with the upholstery because it's in such good condition for the year. Anyways, let me run around here. Okay, going in. Screen door. Okay, I'm hoping that we can get some good visual in here. All these lights work. I changed a bunch of bulbs and cleaned the little panels. Okay, going to the very back. Here's the bed. It's like a full size minus this corner's like cut. You know, it's a custom one, but it's basically a full size. Up top, you've got this tiny little space. You could sleep a person up there. It's little, maybe a child, maybe just storage. I believe that this area used to be a shower. When I look at other models, that's where a shower was, but now it's a closet. Here, this door comes out and hooks around, which is why I thought it was a shower. I mean, also privacy for the toilet. Toilet seems to be in working order. Like I said, I haven't used it because I haven't gone camping in it. But here's the switch. All the windows are good, not broken. Everything opens and latches. Sink, electrical outlet, cubby under there. There is under the bed storage also in space. And then we've got this closet. These open up, so everything has a little latch that you push on it so it doesn't fling open by itself while you're driving. But that's a good space closet. We've got the drawers down here also. Here is your electrical panel. We are charged up. I did change some fuses, so everything seems to be good to go from there. This is your heater unit. I took off the screen just so I could show it, but this goes here. And there's your heater. Vent comes out here. There's your dial for your heater. All seems to be in working order. The top opens. There's also one here in the bathroom. You can crank these open for ventilation. Up here, these are your panels here. We'll check the battery condition. We're in good battery condition. The hot water heater, I told you I haven't done that because I haven't lit the pilot light. The water pump, if you listen, you can hear it going. I hope you can at least. It works, it runs. I just don't have the water connected. The whole intake water levels, there's no water in it. The LP, there's your propane. It's like half full right now, which is good, but also I haven't cranked up the generator, so I haven't had to use the propane. Here's the fridge. I cleaned this out so it smells nice. Great little fridge. Stove. This folds back. There we go. Here's inside. Everything's great. Also, again, to use the stove, you have to hook up the propane, hence the generator, because there's a pilot light in there also. So I've not used the stove, but to me, it looks like in great condition. In the cupboards up here, got a little microwave. This also works. Oh, well, I'm not plugged up. I don't have the extension cord in there, but it does work, I assure you. And I put some lining in all of these cabinets so that things wouldn't slide around. It's the rubbery grip ones. I glued them down in the corners so everything is secure. And trash, sinks. Let's see here, underneath. We've got more storage space, all the drawers. So when I got it, it had all these extra parts. So I've just thrown them in here. Different bulbs, spark plugs were in here. There's a, what is this? Fuel filter, a belt. So I've just kept all the things that belong to this here. So you got your table. I will say also, it had this wallpaper that was obviously very old and warped, so I started pulling it off because I was going to redo it. Well, let me tell you, in all honesty, I bought this RV because I love it, and I think it's completely, it was everything I wanted. So I was super impressed with the condition of it all. And then it wasn't maybe 2 months later, excuse me, I found one that was a little bit bigger and also had a shower, and so a little bit more space. So I actually bought that one, which is why I'm getting rid of this one. Not because it's done me wrong in any way. I'm actually sad to get rid of it because I love the aesthetic of this one and was looking forward to really revamping it. So that's why I started a bunch of things, and it still has room to go. So that being said, I had pulled off a bunch of the wallpaper, so there's still little bits, but they just need to be peeled off. Some of it still goes back there, but I liked the wood better, so still more needs to be pulled off there. I just kind of stopped when I got the other RV. This was all covered with an uglier wallpaper, which I pulled off, and this was underneath. I liked this one much better, and it's much more in better condition. It's tight and not warped with everything. There are these plastic shields which sat behind here, which, oops, this one I took off, but that's more or less your backsplash. But I took them off when I was taking off the other wallpaper. So underneath the tables, which the table comes off, the tabletop comes off and sits on these ledges, and then you can lay these out and make another sleeping area. Underneath here is one of your water tanks. Same thing under that one. Also, well, there's a water tank. Oh, just kidding. This one doesn't have a water tank. This one's more storage space. And then cubbies here, these all open. Also, I put some lining in there. Again, all the lights are in good working condition. Let me turn these off. So, okay, going to the front. I love the seats. They're in such good condition. Totally perfect. Inside the doghouse, as they call it. Here's the engine. I took this quite apart, messed with some wiring, messed with the carburetor, got it to a point where it's cranking pretty good. So there's that. Oh, I forgot to show you also another sleeping area. This guy pulls down over the cab bed. You can sleep up there. Also, little cubbies back there. I do like this one. Got a little cubby here. The radio works. Here's the speakers up there. I'm going to crank her up for you so that you can see. Okay, 88,000 miles of love. I took her to the shop. I got new rear brakes put on, 2 new tires. There's 6 tires. I did 2 new ones. They said the other ones still had some life in them, so I didn't do all of them. They changed the brake lines. I'm trying to remember. I'll grab that invoice though and double check all the things. Okay, starting her. Give her a few pumps before, a couple gas pumps before starting her up. That's a common thing. This is a Chevy 454 P30 chassis engine. So it's old, but it's good. Let's see here. We've got wipers. And the lights, I told you the lights work, they do. I can actually probably hop out and show you. Now when the RV is running, you can hit the entry step button, and then there's buttons right there, and then that'll get the step in. Will pop out. I lubed that all up because it was sticking before. I do have the heat on. Obviously, I can't show you that. Little radio action, which is great. I put washer fluid in it. Oh, there it is. Wink. I also have a couple new wiper blades that I haven't put on. This is a packet of a bunch of manuals and stuff. There's actually more sitting here. The vent up top seems to be fairly new in the grand scheme of things. That works when you plug it into the extension cord. All right, so hopping out, just so I can show you the front. Okay, lights are on. Boop, boop, boop. Those guys work, blinkers work, those blink when you use your blinker also, and then the rear ones. Yep, so everything is good and going and cruising. She does need some general maintenance. The carpet wasn't that bad. Oops, I can't flip it. The carpet wasn't that bad. The main walking area is stained, but it's not too bad over there. The doghouse isn't too bad, but the upholstery is all great. Doesn't have any holes. I did sleep on the mattress once, just in my driveway, just so I could feel it out, and I liked it. Thought it was fine. Only selling her because I found the bigger one. So it's funny, the one I got is a 1985 also, so I'm working on the same things in a different one. It does have the awning here, which I haven't pulled out, but when I bought it from the guy before me, he had it pulled out, so I know that it does unroll. In order to open that back compartment where the generator is in, you have to have the awning out. It's kind of silly why they put it right there, but this screw stops this gate from opening. Obviously you can open it partially, but you have to pull out the whole awning to open up the gate to look at the generator. So that is a thing. Yeah, that is the tour of this 1985 Fleetwood Southwind. The tags are still current, good through 24, which is awesome. And yeah, just let me know if you have any questions.